What's up, fight fans? Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, going down every Wednesday, every Saturday here on Main Man, Made Man's Boxing, man. Let me just say from the jump, I want to give a special shout out to Denise Wards for placing this in Main Man, Made Man's Boxing Forum on Facebook. And that is the article that is now currently on Boxing Scene about explaining the Mark Breland situation with Deontay Wilder. And it's turning out that Mark Breland's job is on the line. Mr. Tiptoe, what's up, fam? What's going on, man? Thumbs up as y'all come on up in this joint. It turns out that Mark Breland, the assistant trainer of Deontay Wilder, his job is definitely on the line. According to Deontay Wilder, he feels as though that basically Mark Breland did exactly what we've been talking about, and that's buck the corner, buck the head trainer. And Mark Breland already knew how Deontay Wilder felt about stoppages. Alec Cartier in the building, you know what I'm saying? And then according to Deontay Wilder, he felt as though that Mark Breland was being influenced. I repeat, being influenced by Sugar Hill Stewart's fighters. He said he heard Anthony Durrell was in the audience sitting right behind his corner. And he said Anthony Durrell rose up and was telling them, stop the fight, save our champ, save our champ. Sorry about that, fight fans. I thought oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Look like my dog is about to vomit. Oh, good, he didn't do it. Sorry, man. But yeah, it turns out that he says that Anthony Durrell was sitting right behind their corner telling them, stop the fight, stop the fight. And like I said, this is a Sugar Hill Stewart fighter. You know what I'm saying? He works out of Crunk Gym as well. And he felt as though Mark Breland took the bait and stopped the fight because he felt as though he might have been influenced by Anthony Durrell, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Let's get into some of these quotes real quick, man. Now, according to Deontay Wilder, what he said about Mark Breland, that, and I quote, it's a human, immediate reaction. Like, I didn't want to see you get hurt. So, end quote. So, Deontay Wilder is admitting that Mark Breland didn't do this, at least what he's saying, out of any sort of malice. He did this because, hey, I care about you. I want to see you fight another day. I want to see you come back. I want to see you have all your faculties, bro. So that's the reason that I stopped this fight. And that's what most of us said, you know what I mean? But then again, Deontay Wilder goes on and says, hey, but I was hurt way more in the first Luis Ortiz fight than in this situation. I still had my mind. I still knew what I was doing at certain times. I still knew how to move around the ring. Although I didn't have legs, I knew how to move around the ring. I'm going to stop right there. He said he was more hurt in the Luis Ortiz fight. And this was my thing. Upon the stoppage, when he was in the corner, like I told y'all, he actually did throw a punch right before Kenny Bailey stepped in. You know what I'm saying? Another 15, another 20 seconds. And when I keep saying this to y'all act like I'm saying I wanted Wilder to stay in there for the next couple rounds. I wanted to see what happened when he made it to at least to the end of that round, if he could have made it. And Deontay Wilder, according to him, and like I say, fighters are going to talk like this. According to Deontay Wilder, look, he was more hurt in the first Luis Ortiz fight. He felt as though his mind was still intact. He still knew what was going on. He just had to get himself together. But Wilder needs to understand, man, he was taking a lot of damage. And he wasn't giving nothing back, man. Let's keep on with the quote, man. Let's keep on with the quote. He says that I was 42-0, you know, 10 consecutive title defenses. I know what I'm doing in there. It may look a certain type of way, but when you're talking about Deontay Wilder, I'm never out of the fight because of my tremendous power. I'm going to stop right there. Now, that's something I've been saying also. Like, Deontay Wilder, and I'm sure they said he put it, JD's was well in the know, Mark Breland was well in the know, that Deontay Wilder never liked stoppages. You know what I mean? They've talked about this. This has already been rehearsed. Deontay Wilder don't want to see no towel. He'd rather go off on his own shield. A lot of fighters feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I understand. It's a warrior mentality. He wants to go out on his shield. Sometimes you do have to save the fighter from themselves. But Deontay Wilder instilled that trust, not in Mark Breland, but he instilled that trust in JD's. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted Mark Breland to make that decision, he would have named Mark Breland as the head trainer, but he didn't. This was JD's decision to make. You know, let's keep on going. And then, before we do, like Wilder says, I'm never out of a fight because of my tremendous power. He does have game-changing power. Now, I remember some of y'all out there saying, well, main man, it wasn't smart for Wilder to rely on a lucky punch at that point of the fight. You know what I mean? And according to Wilder, he has tremendous power, and this is the main reason why he didn't want them to stop the fight, because he just feels as though he's always in the fight. You know, Wilder's a firm believer in his right hand, man. A firm believer. You know what I'm saying? P. Newell up in his joint. What's up, fam? BS, man. It was over. I am waving the white flag. He was done. He was out of the fight. I hear that, fam. Unbiased Cowboy fan. I think it was a good stoppage. He wasn't looking good. Well, according to Deontay Wilder, he felt as though he could have went on. His mind was intact. He knew exactly what was going on. He was just trying to feel himself around the ring. But that's, like I said before, that's what we expect to hear from the actual fighter. DGO, what's up, fam? What's up with you? Wilder is showing mental weakness, making excuses and blaming everyone but himself. But you know what, DGO? I hear you. But he actually got a good point with this. And we're going to read on with the quotes. I mean, especially when we get to the Anthony Darrell part, man. And it got me wondering. Let's keep on going real quick. He says, I'm never out of a fight, and I'd rather go out on my shield and my sword than anything, you know. Mark Breland knowing that, and then Jay, which is the head trainer. Jay told him not to do so. He still proceeded with it. It's kind of hurtful, man. It really makes you think about different things. I don't want to put negative thoughts in my head or any kind of conspiracy theories going on, but it makes you think. Somebody that did something that's not up to him. And even when they've been instructed not to, they still proceeded on. And let's deal with that, fight fans. How would you feel, right? If you are a fighter, you are a boxer, you got your corner, you know the hierarchy or the ranking system in your corner. You know who's allowed to talk, who's allowed to speak, who's allowed to do the cut work, who's allowed to do the swelling work, whatever. You know what I mean? And the cut man, let's say the cut man, he steps out of character and throws the towel in. Because that's basically similar to what happened here. He throws the towel in. Is it that cut man's role to throw that towel in? Was it Mark Breland's role when he has been instructed not to by Deontay Wilder and by JD's? JD says Mark Breland mentioned something about a stoppage prior to the round starting. And JD has told him, don't do it. So he bucked everybody. Forget about the order of things. I'm going to do what I got to do and take the chips, let the chips fall where they may. How would you like it if someone in your corner basically done something out of the scope of their job? You know? Cuzzo, what's up, fam? What's up with you, man? The savior fighter, yes, I agree. Throwing in the towel. What's up with you, homie? What's up with you, family? The savior fighter throwing it. But that's just it, though, fam. That ain't even Mark Breland's fighter. Mark Breland been working with him a long time. He do the mids. They work out. I'm sure they game plan. But it's technically JD's fighter. You know what I'm saying? And JD's is the one that's supposed to make that call. You know what I mean? And I think that Wilder honestly got a small problem with the fact that Mark Breland went on his own program. I mean, that's what it sounded like to me. You say you got to save your fighter too, P. Newell? I feel you. Well, then why didn't JD's do it then? Why didn't JD's do it? Man, I don't like how people change Wilder when he go down. But watch when he come back or come up. People will be back loving him. Man, we going to, hey, look. No bandwagon jumpers, bruh. No bandwagon jumpers. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't rocking with Wilder right now, don't come around when that man get back on top. I'm rocking with Wilder to the last day. You know what I'm saying? All day. Keep that 100, man, for real. But I'm just saying, you know, that JD's is the guy that's been instilled and entrusted with that position, you know, with the authority to be able to end the fight. That's the head trainer's job. Like I told y'all early this morning, can you picture Barry Hunter, knowing that he's a strict disciplinarian in his corner? Can you picture anybody in Barry Hunter's corner throwing the towel in on a Lamont Peterson fight? Or throwing the towel in, or, you know what I'm saying, on one of his fighters? Hell nah. Barry gonna be like, if you throw a towel in Barry's corner, you will never work in that corner again. Period. Because at the end of the day, he gets that last say-so. He is the one that's blessed with that authority. You know what I'm saying? Where these quotes coming from, Marquise? It's on Boxing Scene, fam. It's on Boxing Scene. It's an article up there right now written by Keith Eidig. You know what I'm saying? So you know how I get down. I just do the quotes. And I'll leave a link in the description for anybody who catches this on the playback. You know what I'm saying? But it's on Boxing Scene for anybody who want to run on over there and check it. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep on going with the quotes, shall we? Now, this is the part that caught me off guard. And then, well, I heard something about it, but I didn't want to speak on it. And I quote, and then getting influenced by the opposite team. One of the guys that trained with the opposite trainer, you know, it makes you think. He was influenced by Anthony Durrell. They said Anthony Durrell was in the back of him screaming, throw the towel in, throw the towel in. We love our champ. And you know Anthony works with Sugar as well. He's talking about Sugar Hill Stewart, the opposite trainer, Tyson's trainer. Durrell works with him. Breland said he didn't hear nothing, but everybody is saying the same thing. A lot of people that's around, a lot of people that was in my camp, and if everybody's hearing it, and if people in the corner can hear him, and Mark said that he can't hear him, something wrong with that. It's a lot. Now, this is the part. It's a lot going on with Mark as well. But you know, we're going to make a big decision by the time that I come back from Africa. I want to go from there. End quote. Did y'all hear the line that I just read? There is a lot going on with Mark as well. What's the lot that's going on, Bomb Squad? What's the lot that's going on? See, this is what I be saying about us fans, fight fans. We get a lot of drip, drip, drip. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Wilder's alluding to some real heavy stuff here, man. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing that I take lightly. Thumbs up as you pull up. Thumbs up as you pull up. You know what I mean? Y'all already know. But these are some heavy accusations that Deontay Wilder is throwing out there. He is saying basically that Mark Breland was possibly influenced by a fighter that works with the other corner. Everybody in the corner said that they had heard it. And people in Wilder's camp said they heard it. But Breland didn't hear it. This is a tough call, fight fans. This is a tough call. Tough call, man. You can't, as a fighter, you can't have these kind of thoughts in your head going into a fight. I mean, I ain't saying it was that was the case in this fight, but even if for the next fight, if Mark Breland around, could you go into a fight wondering, is this guy, did he do this out of love for me, protecting me, as he said? Or did he do this from being influenced by somebody saying, save our champ? Save our champ. That is a decision that Deontay Wilder is going to have to make. One thing I am happy about is that he's not going to make this decision until he comes back from Africa. So he's probably going to go on vacation and cool out for a little bit. You know, let the emotions die down, let his body heal up a little bit, let his mind rehabilitate a little bit, and then come back and make the decision. At least he isn't making a fast, immediate decision like, I'm going to cut this dude off, get the hell out of Dodge, kick him in his ass, and slam the door. You know what I'm saying? At least he ain't going like that. At least he giving him the benefit of the doubt to say, hold up, bro. Let me think about this. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's saying. I got the OG in the building. Salute the KQKC. That's my main man right there, man. Day, everybody that hear the sound of my voice. Hey, yo, cuzzo, check out my homie KQKC, man. You gonna be entertained all the shit, man. I got blood in this joint, so check them out, fam. I ain't stirring you wrong, man. You gonna love KQKC, man. Real spill. Salute, fam. KQKC said, keep up the grind, my brother, all day. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Real talk, man. Salute, says Thomas Morrison. Salute to you, man. You say, yeah, check them out, fam. Just check them out. You gonna be entertained, bro. Funny dude, man. Very knowledgeable, man. He calls it like it is, bro. Real spill, man. DGO says that Breland has fighting experience. He's new. Wilder was done. He knew Wilder was done, and he is the only that is not delusional in Wilder's camp. Now, Mark Breland is a fighter, former fighter. And so, you know, maybe he did see certain things in that ring that says, you know what, this ain't good. This is not going to end well, and I need to do right now. That could be the case. But, I mean, I don't know who put these thoughts, or because clearly Deontay Wilder couldn't have heard Anthony Durrell from the audience, right? He was in the ring fighting. So that means somebody had to walk up to Wilder and say, "Hey, yo, Wilder, let me holler at you, bro. Hey, man, he threw that towel in because he had Darrell behind him. Someone throw the towel, save our champ." Somebody had to tell him that, bro. Somebody had to tell him that. So did they kick up some dust with this, or for Deontay Wilder? I mean, how did this all really go? Or did everybody on the camp just point to Mark Breland and say, "This is the reason he did it, because of Anthony Darrell"? You know, JD's even about this a little early. I'm just saying, man. Which one is it? Yeah. He says, you need to be thankful. He was over. No chance of winning the night. Maybe so. Maybe. I'm not 100% on that. I would have liked to seen it go just a little bit further. And to hear that Deontay Wilder is telling you, my mind was intact. I still was able to move around the ring. I was hurt even worse in the Luis Ortiz first fight. He probably had another 10, 15 seconds to see, or 20, 30 seconds to see if he can give anything back. The one point that I gotta rock with Wilder on, I'm sorry, fans. When he says, "I have tremendous power in my right that can end this fight at any minute," he does. It's the only reason that you give him the benefit of the doubt. Just to see. This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one for me, bro. Then the sad part is, as a boxing fan that actually really supports Deontay Wilder, it's like I'm really caught in the middle. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, the in me says I wanted to see it go on a little longer, but me actually giving two craps about Deontay Wilder says, you know what, Mark really did the right thing. I'm really caught in the middle. Sean, what's up with you? What's up with you? Son of God up in the building. What's up, man? Lawrence RBE. What's going on, fam? Where I blame the trainers is for not preparing Deontay Wilder for an inside fight. But you got to remember, man, like, they didn't know what Tyson Fury was going to come, bro. This was Tyson Fury, to his credit, you know what I'm saying, did a masterful job. Even though he told everybody exactly what he was going to do. Ain't nobody believe that shit, you know what I'm saying? But when he came in on that last one, when he had the hoodie and the shades and all that, bro, that threw everybody off. Everybody off. After that shit was over, it was like, what does he look like under there? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing this? What's going on with Tyson Fury for real? Is he overweight? He fucked the game up with that, bro. I got to give it to him. And no one expected that version of Tyson Fury. My P. Newell in the super chat, man. Main man, made man. That main coach don't have love for Wilder. And he has to go. Damn. So you think J. Diaz should get the hell out of town? Yo, fam, like, Wilder is mad with Breland. He like, Diaz was in the right. And this is the thing. It's like, man, look, man, I feel y'all, man. You got to look out. At the end of the day, I hate to say it this way, but these are just the facts. Wilder is his. Let's call it what it is. Wilder's his boss put him under strict orders of what to do and what not to do. And basically, and I know how y'all want to bring it like he got to care about him and the health, but at the end of the day, Wilder is still that man's boss. Mark Breland doesn't get paid unless Wilder pays him, or Wilder gets, that's his boss, you know what I mean? And his boss is telling him, look, this is not your career, this is my career. And so this is the orders that I'm giving you. If something would, I hate to say this, God forbid, if something would have happened to Deontay Wilder in that fight, with Deontay Wilder giving orders like this wouldn't have fell on Mark Breland. I mean, he wouldn't have had no reason to walk around with his head low, that's for sure. Let me see what y'all talking about. Jason Meza, what's up, man? In an interview a day before the fight, said he didn't believe Tyson would be coming in. Said if he did it, only helps Wilder landing his right hand. That's the impression that we were all under. You see what I'm saying? That's the impression into the zone of Deontay Wilder. So he wants to come in aggressive. That he has put himself right. It's just a matter of time before he go night-night. But ain't nobody expect Tyson Fury to come in that joint like a wrecking ball, like a battering ram. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. P. Newell says, man, fire Breland. Hey, yo, man. It's all about what. And this is the reason why, if you are a Wilder fan, you just got to rock with what Wilder is saying. Because you got to remember something. Wilder has to go in more fights. And Wilder doesn't need to be going in more fights, doubting his corner, looking at his corner like, well, I have to deal with an issue like this again. This dude disobeyed me. He disobeyed the head trainer. Then on top of that, Wilder made a real crazy comment by saying there's a lot going on with Mark Breland. There's maybe a lot playing out with Breland that we don't even know about. And this just adds on to it. I'm just saying, man. There's a reason Wilder's pissed off about this, man. Real spill. Real spill. El Gringo says, man, it's too late for Wilder to learn how to box to beat Tyson Fury. I agree. Look, man, it's not about, and we already explained about this. We don't need Deontay Wilder blowing up the game plan. We need Deontay Wilder making minor small tweaks, adding on to what's already in place. That's what we need. Going back to the drawing board, trying to make him this twinkle toes boxer, y'all can forget that shit. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Wilder. Wilder has, I keep explaining to y'all, and I talked about it earlier. Wilder has skill. Stop this crap about Deontay Wilder not having no skill. Because guess what? Mr. Deontay Wilder ain't got skills. Here's the deal. Anthony Joshua got muscles on top of muscles. Frank Bruno had muscles on top of muscles. Who else in boxing today? Luis Ortiz is a powerhouse, right? Who else? Who else we talking about that's just tremendously, freakishly strong? Look at Du Bois. Look at Joe Joyce. These some big, big men. But none of them can do what Deontay Wilder does. And he only weigh nearly as much as none of these dudes. At 208 pounds, 212 pounds. Deontay Wilder can stop all them dudes. And you say he has no skill. Well, he clearly don't have as much muscle as these guys do. So how is it that this guy can knock out 40-something opponents? Knock out damn near everybody he is in the ring with. But these dudes with the big muscles, the strong-looking dudes, we don't see them doing this shit. To my fight fans, if y'all think that knocking a man out is just that easy, it's just that easy. Well, this man can do it every fight. He knows how to deliver his power. He knows how to look for the sweet spot, how to find it, and how to deliver. That is a skill within itself. It's not about muscles. It's not about power. It's about timing. It's about precision. You can't knock as many men out that Deontay Wilder has without precision and timing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Pino in the super chat. What trainer do we need for Wilder to beat Tyson Fury? That is a very, very good question, bro. I'm always a Virgil Hunter guy. All right, I think we coming back. We coming back. And we are. All right, we back. God damn. We back. Freddie Roach is the man for Deontay Wilder, his son of God. That's a good pickup. I like Freddie Roach's Freddie Roach and Deontay Wilder. Maybe. It's not bad. I like Virgil Hunter. Who else I would suggest? I would definitely rock with Virgil Hunter. And another thing I think that Deontay Wilder should add is take a page out of Anthony Joshua's book. Anthony Joshua went back and sought out the tutelage of Vladimir Klitschko. Well, why doesn't Deontay Wilder go out and suit out the tutelage of a Lennox Lewis? Lennox Lewis is doing business with the PBC. Lennox Lewis is rocking with that side of the street. Why don't he give Lennox Lewis a call and say, Lennox, won't you take a trip to my camp and teach me some things? There's an infamous video on YouTube of Lennox Lewis teaching Wilder how to use an extended jab. Y'all see that video that's out there? Teaching him how to keep the jab out there and then flick it from distance. You know what I'm saying? I think Lennox Lewis would be a really good teacher with Deontay Wilder. They got good chemistry together, and they've done a lot of work together in the past behind the scenes. Things that I don't know if y'all know. So, I think that'd be good. Teddy Atlas has had a heavyweight chance. Man, fuck Teddy Atlas, bro. After what I heard, all the stuff that Teddy Atlas been saying, Teddy Atlas burned his own bridge. You know what I'm saying? He burned his own bridge. Teddy Atlas, no. It would be no chemistry there, Sean. You got to have chemistry with the trainer. And Teddy Atlas wouldn't have no goddamn chemistry with Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I just don't see that happening, fam. Nah, yeah, you keep Teddy Atlas, bro. Atlas is honest. Atlas is honest. See, this is the same stuff that Timothy Bradley. We're firemen. We're firemen. Timothy Bradley got his ass whooped fucking with Teddy Atlas. You know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. Miss me with Teddy Atlas, man. We're firemen. We're firemen. We're firemen. Timothy Bradley in that first, what he fought? Brandon Rios. Oh, yeah, everything he said, man. Everything he said, it was right there. It was right there. Everything he said. The very next fight got his ass whooped. Man, screw Teddy Atlas. You know what I'm saying? We're firemen. Sean say he won the first fight. It was Brandon Rios, man. Come on, man. Brandon Rios, bro. They were just feeding Wilder water like a horse in his corner and no instructions. Look, man, we're not going to... I don't think it was Wilder's corner who should take any sort of responsibility for this type of performance. I think just the fight went the way it went. It was Tyson Fury's night. Everyone is looking for an answer. What went wrong? What went wrong? What went wrong? I am a Wilder fan from day one, and I'm rocking with the homie till the wheels fall off. At the end of the day, it just wasn't his night. It ain't nothing more to it than that. Y'all trying to overthink it. What was wrong with Wilder's leg? All fighters go into a fight injured, one way or another. They're never 100%. Stop it. You know, it just wasn't Wilder's night. That doesn't mean that this war is over. Tyson Fury won a battle, fight fans. He did not win a war. The story is not being told yet. We are literally in the second quarter of a 4-quarter game. You know what I mean? We have another fight to talk about. Sure, Tyson Fury won the last one. We moving up right ahead, moving on. What's your bomb squad do going forward? That's what's important, because that's where we actually are at right now. You know what I'm saying? Wilder got hit and never recovered. Exactly. And see, everybody who's saying that, oh, man, look at it. He got hit so many times and he didn't put up no... I told y'all right after the fight, I believe the same thing happened to Deontay Wilder as what happened to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua took a punch early in that fight that he never recovered from, and he got flopped all around the ring. Same here. Deontay Wilder got put in a situation that he never recovered from. I don't think that... Man, my Wi-Fi is really giving me shit tonight, man. They are giving me the blues tonight, my Wi-Fi. Let me go back to the... Come on. Blu-ray. I seen somebody say Blu-ray. Did I just see somebody say Blu-ray? That's strength and conditioning. If Wilder wins, you could argue for a rematch depending on how it played out all day. I mean, look, man, Wilder has no choice. For everybody, we already spoke on this. If Wilder has no choice but to accept this rematch, and it's bigger than what people are talking about, in my opinion. This is the last opportunity. I call Wilder the last American night. Wilder is the only thing that stops that last remaining title from going over to the UK. Wilder is the only thing that stands in the way of all belts being located in the UK or in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's the only one left. He's the only buffer zone left. He is the only night that we have. And I need him to go back into this rematch and bring that gold back. Because if not, like I told y'all before, Dillian White is the mandatory. That belt is going to stay in the UK. It ain't going to come back this way no time soon. At least I don't see it. I don't see it. They are going to effectively box Deontay Wilder, and maybe any other American for that matter, out. Sean says Lewis had the belts. Hey, look, man, we having a lot of problems. I'm getting phone calls and all that jazz, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, man. We already pretty much got to the gist of the video anyway, you know what I mean? And that is about Mark Breland, man. And let me just say this, man. Like I said, man, if Mark Breland meets the axe, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If Mark Breland meets the axe, it is what it is. I mean, I'm rocking with Bomb Squad. I do think that Mark Breland bucked the system, and you got to follow the protocol.